Hey guys, Gartavast here, and welcome to my long-awaited 2025 Thomas and Friends DVD collection video. That includes all of my DVDs that I have acquired over the years. Oh, words cannot describe how long I have waited to do this with you guys, because, as a massive Thomas and Friends fan myself, this means something to me. Of course, I've done this for like a couple of years at this point, but it's just something about it that I really just like doing, But anyways, without wasting any time, let's get into it. And just to note here, there will be some items, that I have acquired recently, and some items that I don't know. Well, we'll get to those when we get there. So starting off, of course, with the main timeline, of course, as we always tend to do. With, of course, Season 1. Of course, this is the 2012 release of this DVD, I guess. Yeah. 2012, of course. Same thing with Season 2, of course. Pretty darn neat stuff. Of course, you probably saw these if you've seen my previous collection videos. My favorite season, Season 3. Yep. Don't know why they used the image from Thomas and the Lighthouse, though. That's like one of the most boring episodes from the hit era. It's nothing to do with Season 3. Come on, Hit. What's your decision there? Anyways, Season 4. I do think it is a little overrated, if I'm being honest, but I still think it's a great series. Just why? Why are you using smoke and mirrors for the back cover? Come on, Hit. Logic. I don't know why. And then the last of the Golden Years releases is Season 5, or the complete Series 5. Not sure why they use this CGI background, if I'm honest with you. Looks a little bit out of place, and that image of Thomas looks a bit, I don't know, dead-eyed. But, I mean, Thomas is a storyteller. It's a good episode from Season 11, but, by the way, I just realized that the past few episodes, or the past covers, have used images from Season 11. Again, is there logic? No, there's not. Again, would prefer that they used images from the actual season. Anyways, then of course we have Thomas and the Magic Railroad. This is the 2007 reprint, as you can see. I don't have the original 2000 release as of this recording, but does that really matter in the grand scheme of things? There we have Season 6. Yep. Not too much else to say. Thomas and Emily in the snowplow image there. Yeah. It's good, but I wouldn't say it's great. Anyway, Season 7. Step up from Season 6, I will say. I think, yeah, that's another Thomas and the Storyteller image right there. That last one as well on Season 5 was also Storyteller. I guess it kind of makes sense there, because, Season 7 was the first season distributed by Hit, so... Yeah. Then we have Thomas's Trusty Friends. I really wish I had the Daily Mirror DVD, because, that has the last 2 episodes, because as you can see, the rest of the episodes, or 11 out of the 13 are there. If we can focus in here, there we go. 11 out of the 13 are there. Just not Jack jumps in, or not Jack jumps in. Why do I keep saying that? Jack owns up, and Percy's Scary Tale, or Scaredy. What's with the episode changes? Ugh. Again, Hit logic. Then we have Season 8. This is my custom cover that I made a long time ago. I do plan on updating these eventually, but I just don't know yet when that's going to be. Then we have, Colonial Engines. We know the drill with this one. This was on the 60th anniversary, Detail 10's back, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of boring, not gonna lie. Season 9, this is my custom cover for that. Yep, not too much else to say. And actually, I forgot to mention that this is the only one of these that has a custom disc, or just the random disc inside. Oh, not random disc, but the actual released disc inside. Whereas all the other ones, like I'll show you here with Season 10, it has just like a printout. It's paper, so yeah. Anyway, Season 10, not too much else to say. It has possibly the worst full live action episode, Edward Strikes Out, of course. Then we have Season 11. Camera's not even focusing today. What's going on with it? Doesn't want to focus in. There we go. It's focused in enough. There we go. Season 11. Yep. Good season, but nothing too special again, considering that it's a part of the hit era. There we have The Great Discovery, of course narrated by the one and only Pierce Brosnan, his only sole contribution to this franchise, and I must say, he does a great job, but I already went into that in my Great Discovery re-review as well as my narrator's video. But yeah, Great Discovery, fantastic movie, I love it. I mean, I'm sure we all love it, but yeah. There we have, we have, garbage. There we have Hero of the Rails. Yeah, pretty good, I must say. I mean, it is good. I mean, it was a good way to kick off the CGI series until we got Season 13. And pretty much the rest of that, with the exception of Blue Mountain Mystery. Pretty much, did what it could. Yeah. Season 13. I wish I had the slipcover for this, but who cares? These are just god-awful seasons anyway. There we have, Mystery Island Rescue. Yep. What else can you do? Season 14. Yeah. Just completely breezing past these now. Dare the Diesels. Yeah, pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of gets a bit of hate, but I don't know. There's just something about Dare the Diesels I just like. Yep. Blue Mountain Mystery. Love this film. Definitely the best of the Nitrogen films, without a shadow of a doubt. Not the best Sharon Miller work, though. That one clearly goes to The Great Discovery. Then we have Season 16. Yeah. We get the gist already. It's not a good season, and we know the gist there. But then we have King of the Railway, the first of the Brenner era. Yeah, solid start to the era. Not the best start, mind you. I mean, compared to what we would get later, still is pretty good. Then we have Season 17, the first good season in a long time. And of course, the only one to have a 2-disc feature. Where the episodes are, even, if you know what I mean. Yeah. The first for that, basically. Then we have Tale of the Brave. Then we have Season 18, which includes the bonus discs thing. Not sure why they did that. I mean, I haven't tested it out myself yet on my DVD player, but yeah, it includes the Digs of Discoveries episode, or Dials of Discoveries episode, my bad. So yeah, there is that. Then we have season 19, which, you know, pretty great season, I must say. It introduced, if my camera can focus in here, doesn't want to focus in there. There we go. Philip. Pretty cool stuff. I know he gets a little bit of hate, but I like Philip. I have a soft spot for Philip. There we have the greatest Thomas, probably anything at this point. Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure with a slipcover. Happy to have the slipcover for this masterpiece of a film. There we have season 20, an absolute masterpiece of a season. Because, you know, the first truly amazing CGI season we've gone in a long, long time. Like, I don't know why I skipped down this, like, back then, but I hate this face that they gave Thomas. Like, why? Why give this face to the best CGI season? And to be honest, this release isn't really good. It includes, you know, Extraordinary Engines, but it's missing the 2 Glint episodes. What the hell? That's hell. I don't know. But anyway, the Grey Race. This actually came with Top Trumps. I think it's the only Thomas, like, anything to get Top Trumps. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. But yeah. Then we have season 21. This is a custom cover. It includes 20 because this was apparently going to have the 2 Glint episodes. But, I mean, what's his face? Wild Water Rescue. What was the name of the release? Let me see. Full Steam to the Rescue, that's what it was. That had the 2 Glint episodes. Anyway, Journey Beyond Sodor. Why did he use a Nitrogen James image there? It's kind of a weird decision, but the film is solid. I like this film. I remember when I was excited for it back in 2017. Not as much as Cars 3, but, you know, what can you do about that? And then last is, of course, for this row here that I have, is, of course, well, not of course, but yeah, the last Thomas film released for at least a while. We don't know if the 2026 production will have at least something. But yeah, Big World, Big Adventures, yeah. There we have the custom covers for the last 3 seasons. Season 22, Season 23, showing up a little dark on camera, but whatever, you get the gist. And then, of course, Season 24 with a Royal Engine image of Thomas. Yeah. And then, of course, we cannot forget The Adventure Begins. I just put it at the end because, like, it doesn't really fit anywhere into the timeline, even though it takes place during Season 1. There we have my headcanon DVDs. I'm not going to bother showing all these because I've shown them in previous videos, but yeah. Secret of the Cave Treasure, Season 25, Secret Power, The Great Engine Hunt, Season 26, Incredible Inklings, even though that's my favorite, The Big Escapade, and The Adventure Continues. Yeah. Now, for some other Thomas DVDs that I have an extra copy of, or just simply do not need, I have an extra copy of The Great Discovery and Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. You know, just for, you know, safekeeping, because my, like, my childhood copy of The Great Discovery crashes, I guess, like, in one part of the film when I'm watching. Then I have some Thomas DVDs that I simply do not need, like an extra copy of All Aboard with the Steam Team, the 2008 reprint. An extra copy of the 2008 reprint of Peep Peep Hooray. An extra copy of the 2008 reprint of Thomas's Trusty Friends. And then 2 sealed the complete Series 9. All of these I plan to, like, sell, I guess? Yeah, sell. If you want me to put these on my eBay, please let me know, because I'd be genuinely interested. And yeah, because I definitely want to get rid of my Season 9, like, 2010 reprint, I guess, because, like, I've gone too much of them, I'm sorry. Now, for other miscellaneous Thomas DVDs, we have the cardboard copy of the original release of Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Yep. Not much else to say on that. The slim case version of Christmas Express, which came with a wooden railway Thomas. The Woolworths reprint of Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Yes, I actually have this. I just wanted it, you know, because, you know, Woolworths was kind of a big place for my family, I guess. So, yeah, from what I've heard anyway. Then we have some sealed Thomas DVDs. We have a sealed 2008 reprint of Tales from the Tracks, a sealed Complete Series 9 from HMV, and a sealed Complete Series 16. Yeah. There we have my custom cover in the style of the US DVD of The Great Discovery, although I do have the scene where Thomas jumps over the canyon there. We can focus in here, please, camera. And then the scene where Thomas looks at the other bridge, I guess. Oh, up there, I guess. Yeah. And it also has the Pierce Brosnan sticker. Pretty darn neat. I don't know why it has a CGI Thomas with a photoshopped Great Discovery face, though. Yeah, it's a little bit disturbing, not gonna lie. Then I have a custom DVD, a custom Season 8 DVD to be specific, called Engine Adventures. This includes all of the Season 8 releases, or at least all of the reprints. I had some spare discs, and I had the Shrek 1 to 4, thing, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna store my extra discs of, you know, all of my Season 8 releases. And, yeah, that was that. So I have a very awkward, custom DVD, I guess. So, yeah. Then we have the Carricase version of Engines to the Rescue from Oxfam in Lee. I got it from there, from one of their charity shops. And it also has an extra Bob the Builder disc. Bob's Winning Team. I didn't intend to get that, but hey. Pretty cool. Then we have this. This is meant to be the Carricase version of Pulling Together, except it's in a regular DVD case instead of what it's meant to be, in this style of case. So yeah, I'm kind of weird with acquisitions like this, and it also has a just regular Pulling Together disc in there. Yeah. I do not know why I have this. I hope to get the Carricase version of Pulling Together that's just like this. So, yeah, hopefully I'll do that in the future. Then I have this, which is just a random, 3 DVD set thing. Contains 3 Season 13 DVDs. Yeah, it's nothing really too special. It's just 3 discs containing the 3 Season 13, DVDs, except I think Birthday Express is missing from this. So, yeah. But I bought this for $150 though, but I actually got it for free because I didn't have any money. So, yeah, it's a bit of a long story, but yeah, I have this now. So, yeah. I also have Race for the Sodor Cup. I know. I despise All Engines Go with a burning passion, but for some reason I wanted to get this because it has a free map inside, which is pretty cool. I genuinely do not know why I have this though. Then we have 2 American DVDs. We have the US release of Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I showed you the UK one just a moment ago. And then we have the only episodic US release that I have, and that is Thomas and His Friends Help Out. Pretty cool stuff. It also has George Carlin. Pretty cool stuff. Now moving on to the episodic UK releases. I'm just gonna flick through these because we all know what the deal with these is. PP Party. Yep. Truckloads of fun. Yeah, not much to say on these, being honest. Bumper collection. Seasonal scrapes. This is the variant for winning a ticket to Thomas Land Japan, which is totally outdated now. The Fogman. The first Season 6 release. The Chocolate Crunch. Brave Little Engines. Happy Little Helpers with the glorious metallic red on it. The very best of Thomas and Friends. Engines to the Rescue, the regular case release. I showed you the carry case release right there. Right there. All aboard the Steam Team. This is the original release from VCI. Pulling together with a nice orange case. I did that customized. Scraped main engine, also from Oxfam. The original VCI release. Whoops, show you the back. Let's put the focus in. Peep Peep Hooray, the original from VCI. A very washed out pamphlet, but I got it from CEX. Bubba Pie Collection, the reprint from To Entertain. Doesn't want to focus in here, but you get the gist. Yep. Featuring the Robert Hartshorn score for the Season 7 episodes. Tales from the Tracks, the original release from To Entertain. I will show you the reprint for all 4 of those. Little Engines Big Days Out, the 2008 reprint. I do not have the original from To Entertain yet. I want to, though. I'm going to get it. Don't you worry. Together on the Tracks, the reprint. Yeah. On Track for Adventure. These are just all the reprints. Engines and Escapades. This is my childhood release. Again, reprints. Yeah, not much else to say. The Spirit of Sodor. One of the first releases I had the original To Entertain release of this. If only I'd kept it. Carnival Capers, the only episodic Season 10 release, whereas Engines Escapades was the only episodic Season 11 release, because they were like, oh shit, we forgot to release all of the episodes on DVD. Or release all the episodes, I guess. Songs from Sodor, with a photoshopped Thomas image there. Not a fan, but it also includes Thomas Young the Leader, although they misspell it as the roll call rap, or mistake it, whatever. Heave Ho, yeah, Season 12, blah 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 blah. Splish Splash Splosh. I do have a little bit of nostalgia for Splish Splash Splosh. The Best of Thomas, this is the 2012 reprint with that really cool blue spine. I'll show you the original release of this in a moment. Thomas and the Runaway Kite. The Christmas Express, or just Christmas Express. The regular disc version, I showed you the slim case version. Creaky Cranky. Wobbly Wheels and Whistles. Yeah. Just breezing through these. The Line of Sodor. Oh, and that was also missing from the this set there. Oh, was it? I don't remember. No, it wasn't. No. I'm tired, guys. Pop Goes Thomas. Always love the Mr. Perkins 7s on there. Rest in peace, Ben Forster. The Birthday Express. Yeah, not much to say. Merry Winter Wish. Thomas in Charge. Garbage. Rescue on the Rails. Again. Garbage. Curious Cargo. You can tell I'm getting a little out of breath here, because there's just so many DVDs. The Best of Percy. Yeah. I mean, I like The Best of Percy. The Best of James, even though it has James in the fucking dark on here. You know how much I despise that episode. But it's still a nice release at the end of the day. Sticky Situations, that's when Butch came back. I mean, I'm sure the internet was, screaming about Butch, but I don't know, it wasn't really a big deal, because he only appeared in the background a few times. Go Go Thomas. Muddy Matters. Season 16, of course, yeah. Not much to say. Merry Christmas Thomas. I actually have two variants of those. One that is with a 2-pack with Big Bang Surprise. And then one that's just, solo dolo. But it's nice that I have two variations of this DVD. The Thomas Way, the start of season 17. Finally getting onto the good DVDs for once. Because we've been covering nothing but garbage. Look at it. Nothing but, I guess, yeah. Spills and Thrills. This was actually the first Thomas DVD to be in full screen or widescreen in the US. Whereas we got widescreen from the start. No offense, US viewers. Santa's Little Engine. This actually contained a mock or Snow Tracks in US, which had narration by Mark Morgan instead of Michael Brandon, which is interesting. Trouble on the Tracks, not to be confused with the game of the same name. Dinos and Discoveries, we saw this as a bonus disc in the complete Series 18. Railway Mischief, or Mischief, depending on how you want to say it. Fantastic Friends, this was a promo DVD, I guess. That was exclusive to Smiths, although it includes two absolutely garbage episodes. Hooray. The Christmas Engines. First Class Stories, although it's not really first class, because, like, some of these episodes on there are just kind of like, you can see there, like, Henry's Good Deeds, oh, I guess that's kind of, well, it's Charlie and Eddie, bad. Jizzes and Japes, I guess is okay. Happy Hero, bad. Yeah, then going from the Switch, they're good. So yeah, it's not First Class Stories one bit. Signals Crossed. Yeah. Not so much else to say. Episode is kind of poor. Rest are all, pretty good. Start Your Engines. I remember getting this release. I think it was at Sainsbury's, I want to say. although I could be wrong. Whale of a Tale and Other Sodor Adventures, Season 19. Thomas's Christmas Carol, not to be confused with the upcoming special that I was going to plan this year, but I pushed it back till next year, which is for my series. Full Steam to the Rescue, which contains the Glynn episodes. So yeah, at least we got them on DVD in some way, even if they weren't in a complete set. Tales from the Rails. Extraordinary Engines. I mean, what are you going to expect? Team Up with Thomas. I don't know why they photoshopped the Hero of the Rails pose of Pat Controller there and put the summer hat that he got in that episode from Damage Your Hand, of course. Christmas on Sodor, which had Terrence come back, which I think a lot of people were probably screaming when they had Terrence come back, or saw Terrence come back. Danger at the Docks. Season 21, of course. On the Go with Thomas, with that photoshopped Thomas image there. Fastest Red Engine on the Sodors on here with that image. And the Shed for Effort's also on there, which I've gone into detail before in my character highlight reel episode on Edward himself. Here comes the Steam Team. I really wish I got the version of this that had the Minis Thomas inside, but oh well, at least I have the Minis Thomas now. At least I have this DVD. Yay! Monkey Trouble. I think this has Apology Impossible on it. I think, if you can focus in here, yeah. And you know how I feel about that. A Colorful World. This has an engine of many colors on it. I want to say. Yep. The first Michael White episode. Digs and Discoveries. It's alright. Steam Team to the Rescue. Yeah. Has the 75th anniversary logo on it. The Royal Engine. I used the Thomas image from that episode on my Season 24 custom DVD. Carnival Day. Oh, that's a weird Thomas there. That's from the fantasy sequence in, I think it was in Batukada, I want to say. Yeah. I should remember. I mean, I've watched all 24 seasons, for God's sake. Mama's Machinery. I've heard some slack on this thing. It's alright, I must say. Not the best by any means. Definitely is a bit out there for Thomas, but far from the worst. The Super Engine, which contains, of course, the Super Engine himself, or James the Super Engine, I should say. And it also includes Shankar's makeover. And then the final Thomas DVD, Animal Adventures. Oh my god. That was a lot. And you also have this really cool Steam Team image that I use for my Discord avatar. Yay. Okay, home stretch here, guys. Only a few more DVDs left. Starting with all of the DVDs exclusive to Poundland. I'm not going to go through all these. You can just see them for yourself. Then we have all of the original releases of seasons 1 to 9. Yes, I finally got season 9. Oh, it took a while, but finally got it. I showed you all of the, well, I guess the 2012 versions of these 7 right here. I have not showed you the reprints of seasons 8 and 9, although I did show you my custom covers on them. Speaking of the devil, we have the reprint of season 8. The reprint of season 9. Yep. Season 10, the only official release of this, because they didn't release them in the original style. And then the official release of Season 11. There you go. Then we have the reprints. We have the reprint of All Aboard for the Steam Team. I showed you the original earlier on from VCI. The reprint of It's Great to Be an Engine. The reprint of PP Parade is actually my original copy of this, because it has a cracked case. The reprint of Tales from the Tracks. The reprint of Calling All Engines. What do you expect? The reprint of Thomas's Trusty Friends. The original release of The Best of Thomas from 2010 with the 65th anniversary logo there. It's hard to focus in, but you get the gist. This was made for the 65th anniversary. The promotional DVD of Tales from the Tracks from a YMCA store. I was very fortunate to find this in Lee. Yeah. Then down to the last few items that I have here. We have the VHS of Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Very fortunate again to get this. Lee just has a lot of charity shops. That is for sure. I got it from one of those. I was over the roof. Or through the roof, I should say, when I got this. Yeah, definitely one of my most prized possessions. Then I have a custom CD here. Now that's one I call Sodor. Pretty cool. Includes some of the characters, crossover ones there. And it includes a bunch of songs. It should have No Ordinary Girl on it, but that was before I went into H2O. Yeah. And then, of course, to round out the collection, we have this bad boy here. The 65th anniversary box set containing seasons 1 to 9. As you can see right there. The Classic Collection box set containing that. Containing the clip art Thomases there. And it includes slim case DVDs for those. Good googly boogly. That was odd, but we finally got there. But anyways, guys, I am worn out after all that. Thank you guys so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to stay up to date, and to not miss out on the newest content. And until next time, bye guys.